Hello there, folks. In this video today, we're going to do a little migration. We're going to take an existing G306 application that's written in Crimson 2.0, and we're to Crimson 3.0, and then to Crimson 3.1 for a new product. Given that the G3 series of HMIs, those that have buttons on the side, have been discontinued from Redline, so we're going to migrate a old Crimson 2 database to something new. So first off, I just want to point out to you that in the Crimson 2 database, and this is Crimson 2, by the way, if you've never seen Crimson 2. Anyway, you have this user interface section, and the old G3 series always have buttons on the side, and a lot of customers would use these buttons as a way to navigate to different pages. And as you can see here, all of these buttons are green, and the reason they're green, well, you can see as I hover over, a pop-up comes up. That's called soft key 1, here's soft key 2, and so forth. Yeah, so if I double click on one, let me just show you here. I double click, you have two options. You have this page, where it can do something only on that page, or under all pages. What's interesting about Crimson 2, and probably 3, is that if I was to say, dedicate this to go to another page, well, the all pages is declared, and so is this page. So to me, that kind of has a somewhat of a contradiction, although the way it turned blue there, and then if I hover over, I find that to be odd that that would actually work. But anyway, let me go back and get rid of this page and leave it the way, so we have all pages. Okay. So I'm going to save this program. I'll save the database. File save as, I think I've got it here. Yep, I'll just override the existing. There we go. And I got it saved. Now I'm going to open up Crimson 3.0. So 3.0 right here. And I'm going to go ahead and import this database into Crimson 3.0 from 2.0. You can see right here, it's 2.0. So I'm going to click OK. Crimson, of course, has you check some buttons here, verifying a few things. I could have did this with the other one, but that's all right. So we'll go here, click import, and you'll see that the file brought it in correctly. However, if I go to display page, you can still see it is still a G306 product. And of course, this is still in Crimson 3.0. Now, again, I just want to reiterate that these buttons, no matter what page I'm on, they will take me this. For instance, the second button will take me to that page. The third button will take me to this page. Fourth button will take me there. And fifth, actually, yeah. First button's there. Second button's there. Third button's there. Fourth button goes there. And then this button here, ironically, let me double click on it, or maybe jump to, it'll take you back to the home. Okay, so I'm going to save this here in Crimson 3.0, and I'll go save as. I'll just do, yeah, let's see, save. Should ask me, okay. So I'm going to call this one G306, that's what it is, and the other one was called button, menu buttons. So I'm going to just click on that, but I'll delete the, so this will be in Crimson 3.0, so hit save. Okay, so now I've got it in Crimson 3.0. Let me go to Crimson 3.1. So here I am in Crimson 3.1. I'm going to go File, Import. I'm going to import that version there. Click Open. And of course, Crimson 3.1 is going to recommend some of the new products that would work for this. So you see I've got the graphite 7-inch here is equal, or I have the CR3K model. And I'm going to pick the higher resolution here for the CR3K versus this. Well, this says here, okay, well, let's see if, I don't remember what the screen resolution was of the old G306, but let's see what this does if I do this. Okay, so it imported. I'm going to make this a little bigger, like that. I'll go to display pages, and you can see the pages. It looks good. But here's the problem. There's no way to navigate to any of these pages at all. And even if I press these buttons here, they're on some of our screens, they're soft keys, they're not here. So there's no way to navigate. And as you notice, Crimson didn't pull up an error or anything. It basically just left the buttons out of the import, which is something I really don't like. So you got two options here. You could go in Crimson 3.0 and add away, or what I'm going to do, and this is what I think I'm more of an advocate of, I'm going to close this. I'm not going to save it. Since I see over here in Crimson 2 and Crimson 3 these buttons on the side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new page here. I'm going to add a new page here, and I'm going to change this one to menu. I'm going to call it menu here. And I'm going to change the background color of this to a light gray, for instance. And these buttons are here, but I'm going to go over here to the right to core primitives. And in core primitives, you've got this bevel button down here. Click on it. And of course, you get a bunch of different colored ones. I'm going to grab this one here. I'll drag it out here like this. And I'm going to right click and go change the name. And I'm going to say, this is going to be page 2. And then I'll go to the action. And I'm going to say, when they press that, it's going to go to right here, pick page 2. Boom. And then I'm going to right click and do smart duplicate. That's going to make just simply a copy. That's really all it's doing. I don't think it's doing anything more, but give me a second here. I'll do 4 of them. I'm going to purposely move this guy maybe right about here. Actually, you know what? I'll leave them where they were. Hold on. I'll just undo it. Okay. So this one, I'm going to go to properties. It's going to go to page 3. I'll change the text here on page here to page 3. Boom. Hit OK. And then this one, I'll say the name page 4 here. I'll go to the action tab, set it to page 4. And I'll do the same on this one's going to go to page 5 right there. And the text tab will change to page 5 as well. Okay, so I've got all those. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little button on any of the other pages. I'll go to page 2, for instance. And I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to take out a little button here, and maybe I'll place it. I want to place it over here, and I'll make it really well. Hold on. I'll just leave it like that. But I'm going to go change the name of this one to menu. And then I'm going to go to the action tab, and I'm going to say go to page, and I'm going to have this open up the menu page. But instead of it opening as a normal like here, I'm going to hit the pull down and choose a pop-up menu as such. And then I'll click the OK button. And I just need to copy this button on all the pages. Hold on, before I do that, I'm going to change that color of the font from white to black because I think that'll contrast a lot better with that green background. So now that I've got that there, I'm going to right click copy, and I'll just go to all the other pages and paste. Probably not a good color I chose, but oh well. Since I have a green background page. I'm going to go here. Okay, so in theory, this button does the same as this one, and it will call the rest of these as a sidebar. So now I'm going to save this program. I'll save as, I'll just call it a little different name. I'll call this one Rev1, for instance. This pops up. Remember this question, ever see it, team? 99% of the time, you want to click no to this. Okay, now I got it saved there with those buttons. Now I'm going to try to import this into Crimson 3.1. So I'll go here to Crimson 3.1, File, Import. I'm going to click on that Rev1 we just made there. Click Open. Again, it's going to recommend one of the, I'll stick with this one here. Click OK. It brought it in. I don't see any errors. I'm looking down here. I don't see any errors. If I go to Display Pages, I forgot one thing. But here's my main page. I forgot to take this button, but at least I have it now. I can copy this, put it on the home page right there. Let me look at something. Yep, that's correct. That's okay. Here's the home page. I guess you know what I forgot, team, is I need to put a button on here. Let me make one more smart duplicate. And this button here should actually go to the home. And on action right here, home. All right. Well, now the thing is that here's your home page, whatever they had in this application. And then if they click the menu button, it'll open up this. It'll actually open up as a sidebar, just like the old G306 buttons on the side. And then they can push these buttons. And then when they push the button, it'll jump to the other pages. So here I am back here. If I right click, jump to, unfortunately in the emulation, it doesn't show, but this would actually be the background and there's just be a sidebar here. But so that's kind of the workaround for the buttons that you see on old G3 as you migrate to Crimson 3.0, and then you've really got to go to Crimson 3.1 today. That's the steps you're going to have to take. I got another video to make on this on a whole other database that has a bunch, and I'll walk you through that. But this is just a quick little show and tell. Hey, thanks a lot. Have a great day, folks.